Dean, is your team are we starting to see a little bit of an identity coming out of your team right now?
Well, hopefully it's been our identity right from day one is that we work, hard every night, and having said that, it has to get consistent on the road here. It's one thing to be good and hard and play right at home, but it has to translate out on the road, and we're expecting it to be that way here today.
Have you been able to put your finger on any difference there in the way you play at home versus on the road?
No. Like when we talked about going out on the west trip there, California, we were playing good, we were playing hard, we were playing well, we weren't getting the results, but it's a results league, so we have to continue to do that, but get results out here on the road and get some points.
You guys mentioned consistency there. You guys had a game on Friday where it felt like everybody kind of did their role, everybody contributed, when you can build off of, but how important is it to try to stack performances like that together and carry that momentum from game to game?
Yeah, consistency is what we all are striving for, right? Every coach talks about it, and every team talks about it, that every night, doesn't matter where you play or when, and who, you got to play the exact same way and give yourself a chance to win each and every night, and hopefully our group's getting closer to having that consistency every day.
Bedard and Fantilli came into the league with a lot of expectations. How have you observed how Fantilli has handled those expectations?
Very well. He's, there were some questions. Obviously, he scored a couple goals the other night. There were some questions about, well, he hasn't scored and hasn't had the offensive production and all that stuff. But we continually talked about him being a well-rounded player, his commitment to playing in all areas and all situations of the game of hockey, and he's been committed to do that. Has it maybe hurt him offensively a little bit? Maybe, but he's doing the right things to help his hockey team win, and that's not just scoring goals or setting them up. Obviously, that's important, but it's important that he plays the right way every single night, in all areas of the game.
Your team called Mikhail Puccia up this morning. How did your lineup look this afternoon? Will he draw in?
No. Obviously, you guys probably know, but Chinny's not with us. He's got an upper body injury. If he progresses, we might see him here on the road, but we needed to have an extra body. We've only got the one extra guy as it sits right now that's healthy, so we wanted to have another player here, so we will stay with the exact same lineup as we had the other night.
You guys made a trade yesterday, and you had Hunt in Minnesota for a handful of games. Just what do you know about him and his game, and just what he would bring to this team when he gets up here to the NHL?
Yeah, no, it's steady. He's put up numbers when he was younger and in junior, which a lot of guys do, and he's a steady defenseman. He moves the puck very well, skates well, plays a hard game. I liked the games that he was up. I've communicated with the coach in Iowa. Brett McLean was assistant coach with me in Minnesota, and he's really liked his game this year. So, looking forward to having him in our organization.
Bedard went through a spell too, where he wasn't scoring. He's kind of in a slump. What have you seen from his game and from the Blackhawks in general?
Well, I was with Team Canada at the World Championships in Prague, and Bedard was with us, and it seemed like he was doing the exact same thing that Fantilli's doing, and I can't speak obviously to anything that's gone on here, but I know that he was committed when we were in Prague to playing a well-rounded game, a defensive game as well as an offensive game. Clearly he's got special offensive talent. But I know just from personally dealing with him that in the summer or at the end of the year last year that he's committed in all areas as well.